Okay, let's be real. Have you ever looked at your computer's hard drive, seen that little red bar, and just thought, where did all my space go? You know you haven't downloaded that many huge files, but somehow the gigabytes are just vanishing. Well, today, we're going to solve that mystery.
It's the million-dollar question, right? One day you've got plenty of room to breathe, and the next, you're getting those dreaded low disk space warnings. It seriously feels like your storage is just evaporating. But I promise you, it's not magic. There's something working behind the scenes on your PC, and we're about to find out what it is. So, let's officially open the case. We're on the hunt for the #1 suspect behind this digital disappearing act. We're going to track down exactly how it's been secretly gobbling up your precious hard drive space, all without you even knowing it.
All right, let's meet our main suspect, System Restore. Now, before you get the wrong idea, this feature isn't a bad guy. It's actually designed to be a hero. You see, it creates these little snapshots of your system, called restore points. So if a software update goes haywire, you can literally turn back the clock. It's a fantastic safety net.
But, and this is a big but, here's the dilemma. System Restore is kind of like a superhero with a messy side hustle. On one hand, it's your get-out-of-jail-free card when your PC acts up. But on the other hand, it's a bit of a data hoarder, quietly collecting those snapshots and eating up gigabytes and gigabytes of your storage.
So let's pull back the curtain on this secret safety net. Basically, anytime Windows is about to do something big, like a major update or installing a new driver, it quietly creates one of these restore points in the background. It's all designed to protect you, but that protection comes at a price.
And that price is storage space. A lot of it. You know, each one of these snapshots isn't just some tiny little file. We're talking several gigabytes each. And as Windows keeps making more and more of them over the weeks and months, they really start to pile up.
So the real question is, just how much space is it using on your computer right now? It's time to find out. Don't worry, I'll walk you through exactly how to find the evidence.
Okay, first up, just go to your Windows search bar and start typing Create a Restore Point. Now don't worry, we're not actually making one, that's just the shortcut to the right menu. When you see it pop up, go ahead and click it. That'll open a window called System Properties, and you just need to make sure you're on the System Protection tab.
We're so close. In that window, click on your main drive. For pretty much everyone, that's going to be your C drive. Once that's highlighted, click the button that says Configure. And boom, there it is. Look for a line that says Current Usage. That number, well, that's the culprit. That's exactly how much space System Restore is hogging. I bet for some of you, that's a pretty shocking number. All right, now that we know what we're up against, it's time for the fun part, taking that space back. Let's get into the solutions and free up all those gigabytes.
So you've got two main ways to do this, and you can pick whichever one you're more comfortable with. Option 1 is the quick and easy route, using a built-in tool called Disk Cleanup. Option 2 is for those who want a little more control. It's more of a surgical strike using the command prompt.
Let's start with method 1, the easy sweep. This is perfect if you just want to clear out all the old junk, keep the most recent safety net, and get the most space back with the least amount of hassle.
Here we go. Just search for Disk Cleanup and open it up, making sure to select your C drive. Now, here's the important part. In the little window that pops up, you have to click the button that says Clean Up System Files. That gives you the admin powers you need. Then, just clip over to the More Options tab. Down at the bottom, find the section for System Restore. Click Clean Up, and then Confirm with Delete. And just like that, all the old restore points are gone.
Okay, now for method 2. This is for all of you who like to be a bit more precise. Maybe you want to delete a really old restore point, but keep a couple of the more recent ones. This method gives you that fine-tuned control.
For this one, you'll need to open Command Prompt, but make sure you run it as an administrator. Once you've got that classic black window open, just type vsadmin lists shadows and hit Enter. This command basically tells your computer to show you a list of every single restore point it's hiding, each with its own unique code called a shadow copy ID. Now, just look through that list and find the creation date of the restore point you want to get rid of. Copy its long shadow copy ID. Then you're going to type this command, vsadmin delete shadows /shadow equals. Right after that equal sign, just paste the ID you copied, press Enter, and proof. That specific restore point is gone for good. You can do this for as many as you want.
Awesome. We've cleaned house, but we're not quite finished. The last thing we want is to be doing this all over again in a few months, right? So now we need to do some prevention. And honestly, this is the most important step for a long-term fix. If we don't put a limit on it, Windows will just go right back to its old habits and fill that space up again. By setting our own limit, we're taking control. We're telling Windows, hey, you can use this much space and no more.
So let's head back to that same configure window we were in before, the one you get to from System Protection. You'll see a section called Disk Space Usage, and right there is a beautiful little slider labeled Max Usage. That is your control knob.
All you have to do is drag that slider down to a level you're comfortable with. Now, you probably don't want to set it to 0 because that safety net is still super useful. As a general rule, setting it somewhere around 5 to 10% of your drive space is a pretty good sweet spot. That gives Windows enough room for a couple of recent restore points without letting it take over your whole hard drive. So, let's do a quick recap. We've discovered that System Restore, while useful, is a total storage hog hiding in plain sight. You now know exactly how to check its usage in System Properties, you know that Disk Cleanup is your best friend for a quick fix, and most importantly, you know how to adjust that max usage slider to stop this from ever being a problem again.
And there you have it. Mystery solved. Hard drive space reclaimed. It really makes you wonder, though, what other little things are running in the background of our computers, doing things we don't know about? Let us know what tech mysteries you want us to dig into next time.